We're going to get started today. We've got a great day for you. It's going to be
Yes,
awesome
we
stuff.
are.
Hopefully, some of you got to build your clone
Yeah.
last week, and you got to do that, and you entered your personal DNA as a little bonus here at the end today. For those of you who showed up today during the holiday season, a lot of agents seem to check out during that time, but you're closing the fourth quarter strong. I'm going to give you a document to build the business part of your DNA. You'll go do it on your side. It'll be the exact same process I showed you for entering your personal DNA. I've got a questionnaire for you so you can input your business DNA. So you're going to layer, you have your personal DNA in your chat GPT, and then you're going to layer your business DNA over top of that. The exact same process, but with a new questionnaire, and I'll give that to you at the end. Let's get going here. I want to check this out here. That's just a little bonus for you stopping in here with us today. We've got an Instagram channel. We've got a Facebook page. We've got a YouTube page where we'll record things. Look, if you participate today, something you'll like is we've been creating these cool shorts with people that are giving answers. Look, here's Kelly Jackson right here, right? Some of you'll see your faces in here, and you'll be able to use this on your own social media, and it's third-party validation that you're the expert in your area. So make sure you speak up today. Turn your camera on. It's not as good of a YouTube short if your camera's off. It's just an audio shot of you. So it's better if you turn your camera on when you're going to be speaking. If you want to turn it off when you're not speaking, that's totally fine. But we'd love to do some content with you, featuring you to help you grow your business, because that's why we are Grow Global, because we're looking to help you grow your business, grow your network, so you can grow your life, right? You can have some more free time. I'm actually getting out of here and heading for the islands, going to do some island hopping for the next week and a half or so. So you won't see me the next couple of Mondays, but I'll be missing you guys. But I will be catching up the recording on YouTube on there. So today we're going to be talking about, hopefully you can see my screen. Today we're going to be having an open forum. This has been a really good format for us where everybody gets involved. But we're going to be talking about the Agent Tech Stack Showdown. What is the one tool you can't live without? Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, I got a lot of them. We're going to have you pick your favorite. And then after we run through everybody's favorites, we'll come back and maybe do your second favorite on there. So here's what we're going to be looking for. You're going to be able to share your screen, but you're going to be able to swap, demo, and break down your must-have CRMs, AI assistants, automation platforms, video tools, and virtual tour systems. So anything that you're using, you're going to go ahead and flip it up there. And what we'll do is we'll give you the ability to share your screen. So we'll have you raise your hand down at the bottom, and then our host, Julie, will make you a co-host so that you can share your screen. But we would love to see what it is that you're using and take, a minute or two to actually demo it. So not just like talking about it, what's going on there. You're literally going to show us what you've got going on. And I'm going to change my screen. There we go. It looks a little bit better here, what we got going on. So people are coming in. So welcome. So who wants to get us started? It's always the first person that breaks the ice is the tough one. Who wants to show their favorite tech tool? And while you're gearing up to do that, as you know, mine is probably, you're going to find out, is our AI. The AI I've been building, the class I've been taking to build this thing and create it so that it is a piece of me. It's an extension of me. It's not replacing me, but it is there. When it provides an answer, it provides it with the way I view life, the way I've been set up with my background, my experience, where I come from the military and having a microbiology degree and being a weatherman for the military, but also with the real estate, right? It's incredible the answers it gives when it takes your life experience and combines it in there. You're not just getting the same answer that 8 billion other people are getting that are using it because you put your DNA into it. So that piece is awesome, whether you're using ChatGPT or Perplexity or things like that. Piece awesome for me. So who wants to go first with their first tool, their tech piece, their CRM that they love? Who wants to go first? Don't be shy. Everybody's shy. When you say don't be shy, everybody's shy. It's the way that works.
I'll tell you mine.
Yourself, Rob.
Yeah, well, number one, I need to get more into AI. So that I'm glad I did the class last week. I'm building my personal profile. I'm excited about building the business profile. That's really interesting, but I want to get more and more built into AI. However, right now on day to day, my number one thing that I do, and I'm a little different because I do mostly recruiting and agent support, right? So we help our agents grow their business and we do a lot of recruiting. So I need a tech platform that helps me do that, especially one that integrates with overseas support. Like we have virtual assistants over in the Philippines. I need one that will integrate with that. So we chose Follow Up Boss for my communication system. So I can download agents into our Follow Up Boss system. I have a dedicated Follow Up Boss phone number that's built into Follow Up Boss. And so I can make calls out. I can have inbound calls in. I can text out, inbound text in. It tracks everything. It records every call that I make. Now, the great thing about that is when I use my virtual assistant, Carlo, in the Philippines, now he gets assigned another dedicated local phone number. So he's got an Atlanta phone number and he gets on his computer in the Philippines. He makes a phone call from Follow Up Boss. It dials out from an Atlanta number. So when he's calling people, it comes from a local US number. And it records all of his conversations, and he gets to hear my conversations. So if I talk to somebody, then he can check in and hear the conversation that I had, so that he knows how to handle that lead to follow up or whatever. So that, and the reason we chose Follow Up Boss is specifically because we needed the virtual assistant be able to talk, right? Now, if I didn't need that, there's a whole bunch of other CRMs that would have worked great, but we had to have the ability for him to log in, get a local number, and make phone calls as if he was local. So that's the reason we chose that.
I love that. I love it. That's great. So Follow Up Boss is something that Rob, you find is good for multiple different things, right? Just not just generating leads, but also following up with agents and things like that, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of real estate agents that we have in our groups that use Follow Up Boss as their CRM system.
I love it. Kim Campbell, how about you? What's one of your favorite tech tools?
You know, I do best is with my Facebook. I mean, I communicate a lot on my cell too. I'm like Facebook or just, but then the tool that I'm trying to figure out to use, Jim, is that AI on Facebook. You know what I mean? Like we're automating. So I'm working on that. So that's the tool that I want to master at is the automation on Facebook. If any one of you already figured that out, let me know because I'm trying to figure out how to do a little bit more user friendly on my messenger because I have a lot of people communicate to me on that. And so
Over the
I
holidays, Kim was using Reach to communicate with people. That's
well
another.
that Well, yeah, that's one that's the one I use most, but I'm talking about like the people for prospecting. For the people already met, I use Rich. For the people who I'm kind of incubating online, it's Messenger. So yeah. So it's
Explain Reach and what does it do?
so Rich is like your phone. So if you have, in my opinion, if you have less than let's say 2,000 people, in my opinion, you should use Rich to, I mean, because these are the client. I have mine, like, for example, all my sellers and my buyers, and then the key leaders. And sometimes I double text them, okay? Because I have them all different groups. So each group, so all you need to do is just pretty much put a message and put first name, let's say Kelly, right? So hi Kelly for the Thanksgiving, but I still have to do one by one by one by one, as if I was gonna do them anyway before the Rich app is using, which is awesome. That is, if you still want to have that personal connects because they receive as a message from you and you talking to them back and forth as if you're texting them. And that's very normal. So I use it for all the holidays and, daily texting. If I have a group of clients that I need to text out a message about an update about whatever, I group text all of them on Rich. So it's a really good app. So that will be, and I did text over 1,000 people on Thanksgiving because I couldn't call. So I text over 1,000 that day, and it takes a lot of time. But once your message is set up, it's really something that because it coming from your phone, your SOI will feel it more. That's actually from your phone versus anywhere else. So I
I
use
think I
that.
got one from you over Thanksgiving. It looked
Yeah, and
like I didn't
that's
feel like I
yeah.
was on a group text. It felt like a
No,
personal text.
yeah, because yeah, exactly. So I did that to everyone of the leader, have the leader group, and sometimes I have them on both group or whatever, and they have both text for me. So I have to work on that out. But that's yeah, the rich is, because you actually texting because you on my mind and I want to text you, Jim. It's not like you blast it out. I don't know who I'm texting. No, every name, Kelly Jackson, Keith Jackson, I didn't text Rob, but that was it. You know, when Rob come, I can skip it because I can skip Rob's name if I see it because I'm like, oh, he's already here, having,
No, I
but
like the
that's
fact
it.
that it showed up as an individual text and it came from
Yeah,
your phone because
yeah,
I don't like when I get texts from a different number from people, right? Because you can tell when they're using a mass texting service because it's not coming from their phone number in their
yes,
in their phone book on that. So
yeah.
that's good that works like that. How much does that cost, Kim? Everybody's going to ask
Oh
that, I
my God,
know.
it's like $6 a month. It's like chap change. It's like nothing. It's really
Do they
nothing.
charge you
And
per text?
no, no, not at all. Just per month. Right now it's like unlimited. However many you want to use. Yeah, so
And
I
then
have
how
that.
do they get around the spam rules? Is it because of the people are in your phone book out of your phone? Is that what it
Yes,
is?
yeah, this is all people that are already on the contact list that I literally have to go and then build a actually let me see I can show you guys it see I was going to do so what I do today you see that I was and I
Uh-huh.
didn't have a chance because I was gonna invite people to the thing today, you see that, hey, and then I have first name, say I have how are you, and I was gonna do it today but it's with all the thing happening in my family, I haven't had a chance to do that. But that's what I normally would do. See that? You see how I set it up? The name right
And the
there.
reason it gets around the spam rules is because you individually click send on each one separately. It
It's
doesn't do it
one
all.
by one by one. So
Got
if
it.
you are not ready to text
Yeah.
600 which I'm used to, you see what I'm saying? I
The
do
great thing
that a
is
lot.
it'll queue you up, and then you can
Yep.
modify it if you want to, and then you press send, or you just queue up send, queue up send, queue up send.
And so how long does it take you to send that many?
Oh man, it takes sometime half a day for real. Like, it's because that many. And so in between Rob cooking, for Thanksgiving, I'm sitting here working pretty
But
much,
it's kind of like you're kind of like on autopilot, right? It's not like you have to really think
Yeah.
about it. You could be in front of the TV knocking them out.
Yes, yes. Or I said the next thing is like, but I didn't want to do that anyway. The truth is the way you do it, that's how you clean out your database as well. You see what I'm saying? So you should do it, so it's a good way to, and you have to clean that list up all the time because, something happened and you want to take that contact out. So you have to clean up, you have to, one by one anyway. So I think if you have less than 3,000 people, which I do, I mean, it's like, I think personal text would be really good. And you can start it like for Thanksgiving, you can start it a day or a few days before, and you do 500, 500, 500. You see what I'm saying? So you can
Right.
plan better. Once you have that down, you can plan to text out better and you do personal text. Like Jamie, you got like maybe a couple of my texts from different phone. Like I have 615 number, I have, 404. So sometimes I mix them all together. So, yep.
That's really cool that it comes out and just makes it easier like that than having to go through and reconstruct and cut and paste a new text each time. It just has it queued up for you.
Have a queue up for you and you go to that list as if you personally text them, which that's what you want. And when you receive one from the other people, you know that they are crafting the message and sending to you personally by pushing. You know what I mean? Like that it's not like it's one touch and then 10,000 email come out. No, this is one by one by one. So even if the client saw it, they still appreciate it, that actually you are thought individually, not as a group.
It's super smart. Really good
Yep,
like that.
yep,
I
yep.
like it. That's great. That was
You,
worth the
yeah,
price of admission today, right there. Do that, especially with the holidays coming up. Everybody on here can literally text every single person in the phone book in your phone. You just
yes,
do a couple hundred a day, right out of your.
exactly. That's what how I used to do it. Just if you have 5,000, think about it. You just do like starting early and just work out each list, And you can put alphabetical on the list too, like, let's say A to, A to D, if there's so many names, right? You can
Right.
separate it out like that. And you
Oh, I
can
love it.
do separate it out. Yeah. Many way to work
That's
on it.
great.
So yep, I
Great
love it.
stuff. Beautiful. So everybody on here will be mass texting everybody. Everybody here is going to be getting mass texts from each other. It's going to be awesome. I love it. Who else has got one that they use?
Laura.
Laura, you want to share your screen, Laura? We'll
Hello.
make you a co-host.
Sure.
Let's Julie, if you want to make her, let's say, I think I might be able to do it. Can I do it? Oh, there you go. Beautiful.
There we go.
Let's see what you got.
Okay,
By the way, for
so
everybody who's wondering, we're putting in the chat these links, just so you know. So if you want to find them, you can find them in the chat. Go ahead, Laura.
I've been, working with that AI for business company, and I think a few people on here are also, and they came out with their new tool called Revin. And I have just scratched the surface of it, time, involved. And my intention for the month of December is to really delve into it. But the little tiny bit that I have done on it, it blows me away what I can do. So I'm going to try to move this out of my way. I put it down. Okay, so I took our new cat who was a stray, who we were supposed to give away. And then we fell in love with him. His name is Rusty, so now Rusty's a part of the house. So this is Rusty here. And then I said, let me move this down. I said, make Rusty a super cat, flying cat. So this is one of the tools called Creator, where you can upload any image you want. And obviously you can do your own stuff on here, but I just did flying cat because I thought it was kind of cute. Um, and then they have this super prompt. Now, I kept hearing the word prompt in ChatGPT and Perplexity, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to ignore it because I don't know what it means. But actually, I had been doing it all along because the prompt is just telling it what you want it to do for you. Well, they have this enhanced prompt thing here. So I had put in a prompt that said, let me see if I can find it. Library. I'll just do it again. So I put in a prompt that said, help me show the real estate agents on this call about the tools from Revin. Okay. I got to move stuff out of my way because I can't see. Transform prompt. Now it makes an enhanced prompt. Okay, then you just copy this here, use it in chat. Now it puts it in here. Of course, I can't move that the same. Here we go. Okay, so now it's going to give me everything to do a presentation. If I wanted to present this to you right now, here's my whole presentation. Are you guys there?
Yeah, that's
Hello?
awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
That's
we're
awesome.
looking at the screen. They're really
Yeah, I
good.
wasn't hearing anybody, so I'm like, am I still on?
We
I
muted.
recently, let me see in my library. I recently did a, let's see if it's in here. Creative. No, it's not in here. Oh, wait. Oh, this is one thing I did because I'm doing more with estates for people selling estate homes. So then I asked it to give me different ad ideas, create different images that I could put on social media. And I put in kind of what I wanted, and then this is what it came up with, which I'm trying to move it down. Hold on, let me move this out of the way again. And I don't know why it won't move down, so I apologize. But selling your family home with care and compassion. And then it puts all my information in. And then I asked it for a couple different versions of it. Sorry, I've got to go back into the library. And it gave me all of these different versions. It's just incredible what you can do with this thing. I had to do a presentation on EFT tapping for a class that I'm in, and I talked about EFT tapping. And they said, well, do a class for us. And I'm like, oh gosh darn, now I got to put together a presentation with slides and how long is this going to take me? So I came into here and I said, help me to put together a presentation for people that don't know anything about EFT tapping, make it kind of generic and have 10 slides. In less than a minute, it printed out the most beautiful presentation with photos and verbiage. And I just literally followed the presentation along, and that was my entire presentation. And it took like a minute. So this Revan to me, and I'm trying to find you guys again. This Revan to me is just everything in one spot. Like all these different things you can do in here. There's all these tools. Here's the different tools here. You can morph yourself here. You can do music here.
So do
Create
you
a
have
newsletter.
ChatGPT? I'm sorry, ChatGPT add Revan on top of it, or you have Revan as
No,
what you go to?
ChatGPT, the 5.0 or whatever it's called, the brand new one is included in here.
Mhm.
So it's part of what they include. They charge you $97 a month for everything in their entire system, but I've been living in Revan because it has everything here. Oh, I made a really nice logo. And if I go into my library, I'll see if they're there. I made a really nice logo through them in like a minute that I really liked. Again, I don't even know what all these things do, but look at how many things there are in here. You can do so much. Let me see my library if there's anything else I can show you. Image.
Very cool.
Revan. So yeah, I highly recommend taking a look at this because now I don't go anywhere else. I'm only in this one spot, cost me $100 a month, and I can do an amazing amount of stuff. So that's it. That's what I got.
So what from what we're hearing is that like video, pictures, and animation, all of that stuff go in Revan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You
Very
emails, social media posts, advertising, marketing, presentations, changing your look, which I'm going to start working on. I think Rob had done that when he had a picture of himself online, and I want to do some more of those. I'm definitely going to make myself look thinner. That I know for sure.
Ah!
I want to do that too. Let me know how you do that. So, Laura, will you put the AI for business class? I've heard a lot of people talking great stuff about
Yes.
that. The class you took, right? It was like a 3-day workshop. Is that right?
It was, and I only was on the first 2 days. I didn't even attend 3, but then you get it all in a library later to listen to it. But
Will you put
I
it
could have
in the
joined.
chat so people can research
Yeah.
it and check it out for themselves so they can
Yes.
see? Because I recommend everybody take some type of paid AI course where you're led by somebody. And this one sounds like it even has some features afterwards with the
Well,
ongoing payment.
it's free to take it.
Yep.
You will get an enormous amount of benefit just by taking it. You will learn a lot. They tell you a lot of stuff that is free that you can do. But then by the end of day one, I was like, all right, hold on a minute. I don't want to do all this myself. I want you to do it for me. So then it created this Revan. So basically does everything for you. So you're not putting all this stuff together yourself because who the heck has the time? I don't, and I know nobody does. And I don't want to have to become a tech wizard expert. I just want it done for me, and I want it to work, and I want to type a couple few things in or upload a couple things, and it works, and it creates amazing, amazing things in a moment. All I have to do is upload a little bit, and it does all the work for me, and I like that. So I
It's
will
really
look up. Yeah,
It's
I'll look
really
up
smart
the
having it
link.
all in one spot like that, and then
Yep.
having one monthly fee that you're paying where they put everything up underneath it and it's done for you. That's it's genius on their part, but just really smart business as an agent. How much time do you have to go out and reinvent the wheel, right? Not just take something that's working and use it. So I love that. That's great.
Yep.
So it looks like Julie put it in there. I think that link's correct,
Oh, good. You found it?
aiforbusiness.com. So
Nice.
Julie found that. So thank you, Julie. That was great. That's actually Robin Kim's favorite tech tool is Julie from the Philippines. She's your favorite tech tool. She makes you guys look good all the time. So everybody, a round of applause for Julie there behind the scenes.
Right.
She makes all this stuff go
And
nice
Jim,
and smooth
we're
for
using
us.
AI for business as well. As a matter of fact, the text to let everybody know about this call today or this Zoom today came from that.
Love it. That's great. Great, great, great. So great stuff. We are rolling here. We are rolling here. Who wants to share something? Let's just share a little tech tool and also probably get a little YouTube short made out of you. Jamie Parker, I know you're a tech guy. What are you using?
I am still working on everything. I do use ChatGPT regularly. I'm using that for all of my, anytime I do a listing appointment, anytime I have comps. You can even take reports from your MLS, like our MLS has what's called a quick CMA. So I could literally like, okay, on the last 30 days in this high school district, X amount of properties have sold. I could take that. I could take all that, put it in there, and okay, now I want you to write a blog post or I want you to write a report from my seller, and it'll just do all that. I've also been doing it for invoices. Like I was interesting. I was actually an expert witness today to helping somebody in court with a eviction thing, and that was interesting. But I actually like used that to write the invoice. Hey, write an invoice for for my fee to this guy. Here's his email. Send him an invoice. So I've been using anything that I would have to type a document up or something like that. I'm using that. I would say make sure you double and triple check everything because it is still AI and it still may not always be, it may miss out on some details that you may have wanted to be in there. So make sure you don't just like, hey, take it and send it right out. Just make sure you take 2 minutes or 3 minutes and just review whatever you're about to send out. Because sometimes I know we all want to go really fast and we want to just push things out. Oh, I got it, and let's boom. But make sure that you are reviewing it to make sure it's the most accurate thing. So for me, that on almost a daily basis now, using ChatGPT and still finishing up what we learned last week. And so this, my question to for all of you here, and I think we referenced it a little bit last week, but like you have a post, you have one post that you put on Facebook, and I guess can ChatGPT Jen like then create that same post that you had on Facebook and have it set for LinkedIn and have it because each one has their own algorithms and stuff. Because I think that would be super. I think we kind of referenced it last week, but can you expound upon that maybe a little bit more?
Yeah, after the
So that
first of
we
the
can
year,
post on
I'll
all the platforms.
Yeah, after the first of the year, I'll take on another class, and I'll teach everybody and give you the prompts for it on how to take one piece of content and repurpose it for all your social medias. So you'll still have to be creative, and obviously you can use ChatGPT to help you with the creative. But for example, take a short video that you did of yourself or a long form video, and then have it chopped up and created into or repurposed, as they call it. There's a specific prompt you can use that will create for TikTok the same content you did, a YouTube video of you talking to the camera, and then it'll repurpose it in shorts. It'll chop it up into a bunch of little shorts for you to use. Oh, Laura's perfect. It's not a Zoom unless we have a cat show up in the Zoom. It's normally at my house. So I'm glad that showed up at your place. There we go. But it'll chop it up for you into Facebook, Instagram, and things like that. And then some of the social medias, ChatGPT can post for you. I know Facebook's one they cannot do. Facebook's actually got a blocker on it because they want live people doing it and not machines posting on there. But it can actually post for you too. So not only can it chop it up and create it and repurpose it, if you will, create all the captions for it, but it can also post for you. So I'll teach that class sometime after the first of the year when I get back in the States, and then we'll talk about that and I'll show that. And then, like I said, before the end of the day today, I'll give you the document. I think I'll send it to Julie and have Julie maybe put it on a Google Drive so that you can have the business DNA layered in on top of your personal DNA. If you didn't see that last week, go ahead and watch that on the YouTube and build yourself your own ChatGPT clone. It'll put you in the top 1% of AI users in the world if you take your ChatGPT and put your personal DNA and your business DNA into your clone. No one's done that. And you'll get even better results than what you're getting from it right now. So really cool stuff. Tony Justo, you got your hand raised. Man, you're the tech guy. What are you using out there?
I love HeyGen, HeyGen. You can take like a short little video. It's about 15-second clip, and I use my dog Rory quite often, and I make it look like he's talking. You can pick a voice. You could use your own voice if you want to change your voice to make it sound a little cuter, and use that. And it's a great little tool. And I learned that from the AI for Business as well.
Is that an additional fee,
There you go.
Joey? Yeah.
Lost
Is
you
that
for a
an
second. All
No,
right, I'm back.
Hey Jen
Did you
was
say
actually
Hey,
I just
Hey
took
J
the
or Hey J?
original
Spell it.
free thing and it was free to use that. That site was one where I saw those little videos and I said, man, I can totally do that. And I get a good shot of my dog and he'll usually be sitting there looking at me and I can make it to where it looks like his mouth is actually moving and speaking, and it's just a still photo I used.
So it's Hey Jen, HEYGEN, not JEN like the name Jennifer. It's Hey Jen like
Correct.
generate. So so it's 6 letters. And just so everybody knows, everything that we're talking about, Julie is doing awesome. She's going out on the web, grabbing it and putting it in the chat. If you want to download the chat, there's 3 dots in there. You just click on those under the more and you'll click save chat and you can save it to your desktop. So that's awesome. Great stuff on there. Who else has got something out there while we're gearing up for our next person to do that? I've shown this before, but I'm wearing it right now. It's called a pendant. There's lots of different types of it out there. You don't have to use this one, but it is a recording device that you can turn on, or you can just leave it run 24/7 if you want, and it records everything going around you. Conversations we're having, it's recording this right now, and then what it's doing is it is transcribing it. Let's see, it won't work here because I got this on. But it's transcribing everything to my phone on it. Well, it won't let it go. There you go. Anyways, it is. And then you can literally see every word that was spoken. But what it does, more importantly, is it takes it and groups it up and puts it into paragraphs and bullet points and breaks it out so it's easily digestible. What would you use that for? Well, as an agent, we have a lot of conversations with other agents and also with our clients, obviously. You can ask permission. I still believe it's good to be permission-based. It's actually something that they recommend too. They think that it's good manners. Say, hey, would it be all right if I use my pendant AI device to record this? And then what will happen is I'll actually provide you with a transcript of everything we talked about so that you have it, and it'll be bullet points, stuff like that. And so far, people have loved it, right? And I think it's a great tool to have when you're an agent. And then what you can do on top of providing that conversation with your client is AI will learn patterns and things about how you answer and how you speak with certain questions that come in. And you can input these, overlay them over your personal and business DNA. As you're building your clone, it's going to know the questions you answer. So here in the near future, when your clone becomes this standalone product out there on your website, people are going to be able to at 3 a.m. ask a question that you've answered a dozen times before in the past, and it will answer as you. And the really scary / neat, let's call it neat, but terrifying thing is it will respond as you in your voice with your hologram, your face, talking to them. So you don't have to be on 24/7, which I'd say is probably got to be one of the biggest complaints about real estate in my 30 years of doing it, is I always feel like I'm on. I don't ever feel like I can be off, right? I don't feel like it. You want to get busy as a real estate agent? Plan a vacation. Plan a vacation. Guaranteed you got 3 deals that'll pop up right away, and people want to see houses when you're trying to get out and go somewhere, right? And that is kind of, I guess, if you had to say, the scourge of the real estate business, because it is such a high stakes game. Our income is so tied to one closing. Whether or not it happens, you almost can feel guilty taking time off. I don't know, anybody else out there have that? The guilt of, hey, I'm going to turn off my phone for 4 hours. I'm going to take tonight off, right? You're terrified to do that. You can't turn your phone off. What if something happens? Well, your clone will be able to be there and answer those questions that you get asked all the time that are commonplace to you, but they're terrifying for your clients. They need to know this answer. They don't know that you do this all the time, and that's just a normal process, and that's going to be great. It's also going to be there for you to recognize patterns. There's products out there right now like Sisu and things like that that'll do this for you. But as the real estate transaction moves from contract to close, there's about 17 different sticking points along there where you should probably be touching your client, but you're busy out there rocking it, doing other business. Well, the AI can be communicating with them, letting them know, hey, your appraisal came back, everything looks great. If you want a copy of it, here's who you need to contact and things like that, whatever happens in your state. But the pattern will be the same every time, but it's going to be the clone you talking to your clients but they're still going to feel like you've created this content for them. Little do they know, you've did it 30 times in the last, 2 months, but they're going to feel like you communicate with them, right? So it's going to be a great thing. So that's one of my favorite new toys that I'm using right now. It's called a pendant, and the app they use is called Limitless that does it. Tons of different ones out there. You can look at them, but that was recommended by John Lee to start recording everything. He also mentions the fact that you should probably be taking one of those little DJI Osmos and recording content with you everywhere you go. You go on a new build appointment, record yourself going in, talking to the new build rep, touring the new build model with your client and things like that. And with their permission, again, have AI go out and some of these tools that we're hearing about, turn that into a short, and then use the AI prompt to have them repurpose that. And now you have 10, 15 pieces of content that can go out that features you doing what you're doing. You're just out working, right? And the AI is turning that into the content that you're going to put out, that you're going to create through the video and also through the recording of it. So, all right, you got enough of hearing me talk. Who else wants to share something? These are great. Who else wants to share something? A tech tool, a CRM, maybe you had a great experience with a VA. We've already heard everybody talk about the praise of Julie and everything they do. Who's got something out there that they've used that's really cool, wants to share?
I have more of a question.
Go ahead,
I have
ask Jamie.
more of a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Are we able to? I know we have a lot of stuff on our Grow Global that we can give, and I have my marketing person within Bold Trail. I have a whole campaign for attraction that he's basically done for like a agent with another company, and but she has all this free stuff that you can download, like all this free stuff that's obviously branded to her name and her company. We have a lot of stuff on Grow Global, but it's not necessarily branded for me per se, like on a campaign. Are we able to get like these free downloads and things that we could do? And would Julie be able to brand some of this for us so that then we can include a link in Bold Trail or Follow Up Boss as we're working on our agent attraction and as we're working on these drip campaigns? I've imported like 18,000 agents into my Bold Trail. So I'm ready to go and I have a whole campaign ready. I just need the collateral that is already pretty much already been created by Grow Global. But just maybe Rob or Kim can help answer that, or you can answer that. I don't know.
Are you talking about a value add stack, a tech stack, things like that?
Yeah, so like the first email goes out and it says, click here for your free download of whatever. And okay, then another email number 3 or 5 or whatever says here, click here for your free revenue share calculator. Click here for your free this. Click here for your free this. So it's an email that's it's an email campaign that drips on these agents. And then, but they're providing this was created for a real agent by my marketing guy, but within Bold Trail. But it's basically creating value for those agents that you're giving something. Every email has something that you're giving to them, but obviously there's either a squeeze page or PDFs that are given to them. When you click on there, it's still branded to that agent and that company and that team and all of that stuff. So would Julie be able to brand some of that for us specifically?
Yeah, Jamie, do you already have some content or direction that you want to go with it?
I can, yes. I mean, I can
Yeah,
send you send you all the wording and all the verbiage. He sent me the entire campaign, like of what all the emails would look like, but it's obviously not for me. It was done for somebody else.
If you got an example of what you want done, send it to Julie, get with her, and she'll create campaigns for you.
Okay. Can you put, since we don't have the workplace thing anymore, is there an email I should reach out to her, or how do we do that?
Julie will put it in the chat here.
Okay. Yeah, Julie, put your email in the chat and then I'll forward everything to you.
Hey,
Julie,
you guys,
your
check out
work
the
list just
Circle
got, go ahead,
app.
Julie. Go ahead. I talked over you. Go ahead, Julie. Talk again.
It is me saying that we have the app called Circle that you can, we don't have the workplace by Facebook and things like that to communicate. You can communicate on the Circle app that, anything you need on there. and we create it, and then so everybody know what you need. On Circle, we send.
There's also a brand new workplace app being developed
Yeah,
by Glenn, and that's going to be out soon. It's called the Hub, I think, and
yeah.
that's going to be out soon. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that website's up. They're still making improvements to it, but I think Julie, if you want to add that, I think it's hub.exprealty.com, which is basically a knockoff of Facebook Workplace. It looked pretty awesome when it was on there. So very good. Yeah, I like the idea, Jamie, of doing that, having, whether you're talking to clients or whether you're recruiting agents or things like that, but creating an email drip campaign that has a value add on each one that comes out. Here's what you get if you use me, right? And if you work with me. Kim, what were you showing there? The Circle app. You want to put that in the chat so people can get to that?
Yeah, hey Tim, can you put the Circle app up so that way Jamie and them all can get a hold of it on the chat, please?
So Kim, people who aren't familiar with Circle, explain to them what that is.
Circle is a place where, like, you have any question at all. I mean, about anything that you need to get done. Because a lot of people, like, this is how we communicate on our Go Global group now. It's like and they're whoever they're inviting to, pretty much anything that you need to post, instead of from Workplace by Facebook. This is, Circle. It's like where we can all communicate, and whatever you need, pretty much events or anything at all, you can just DM us, get us straight from here. And any announcement, we put all the announcement on there. So that way, some people do not get a text, but, like 7, 8, 10 level later, if they're on the app, they can see all the thing that's going on with Go Global. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
the Circle app is really cool, actually. For those of you who don't know, it has different communities on it, right? So we have a Grow Global community. I'm actually also on there on one in decentralized finance. I've been getting into crypto with tokenization and decentralized finance on crypto. So I'm in an organization there with that. I'm in an AI group on there. So I've got multiple different places on there inside Circle, and you can create your own if you want. And
Right.
you can put training items on there. You can have a community where people are asking questions and things like that. It's really a great one. So we'll make sure we put that in the chat for the Grow Global, and then also Circle by itself. It's actually a great tech tool for us to talk about today. So if you wanted to create your own community for maybe your town that you're in, and you want to create a real estate community, people are always interested in real estate and the things that are happening in your town, and you can have people join that for free, and you can be the person updating it, and you can be the go-to person on there. So it's a pretty cool tool. We'll have Julie, I think it's circle.io, I think, but we'll have somebody plug that in there. So we have that. That'll be great. Yeah, I love it. Love Circle.
So it
Who else
says
has got
Circle
something?
Communities. Circle Communities came on the App Store.
Yeah, we'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Yeah. And then inside, Jamie, inside the Circle communities, there's there's millions of different communities inside there. And then you get invited to the community and you go in, or you can ask to join, and then you'll get accepted in and things like that. Some of them are for pay, some are for free. Obviously in real estate, right, we're doing the free ones for people to be involved in that. So that's good. We also got something.
Send your information to Julie, and she can custom make some stuff for you. All right.
Got it. No
Let's get
worries.
something.
Yeah, we got it.
Here we go. Circle.io. Copy it. I'm going to put that down here in the chat for you guys. There we go. Circle.io gets you to the Circle app. That's the web-based one right there. And then obviously there's an app for your phone. And then inside of Circle are all these different communities. You can go there and research and look up different stuff and also create your own. The key, I think, going forward as an agent is going to be creating your own communities and being what they used to call it, be the mayor of your community, right? The mayor of your neighborhood, the person who started the Facebook group for your neighborhood. So you can be the only real estate agent in there, but you can bring in other people and have them, make it a community website. Hey, who lost their dog? Or in Laura's case, their kitty got loose, escaped out of there and got loose. Who else got something they want to share? We're getting close to wrapping up towards the end here. Who else got something they want to share before we wrap up? A lot of cool AI stuff. Wow. I don't think it's going to slow down. I think it's going to keep going.
Hey, Tony, earlier you were talking about hedging. When do you use hedging and when not to use hedging? Because we have different apps going on. So I want to know what specifically do you use for all the people on hedging.com?
I use it for, like, you can send via text messages with them. You can also use it for social media posts. I haven't really gone too far out between those two things to branch out on it. Um, just kind of working with it and playing with it and enjoying it. But I don't have the paid version yet. If you do, you can get longer time limits as well as more clips to do, because I think you're only limited to 3 a month or 3 or 5 a month. And, I try to use it very strategically when I use those.
Got it. Got
The
it.
AI is really smart. They bring you in, get you hooked on it, right? And get you using it. And then they say, oh, by the way, you need more credits or you need more of this, or if you want more thinking power, then pay this monthly subscription fee. So it's really smart the way they're doing it to get people wrapped up in it. So we had some cool stuff. Anybody want to add anything before we wrap up? All right. That was a great one. Appreciate everybody joining us. So we're going to have next Monday. Do we know what we're doing next Monday? What are we doing? What's our topic? Or is Julie going to help us come up with that for next week? Do we know what we're doing?
We're working on that now.
Okay, beautiful. So we'll be getting that out to you. Invite some extra people. I'll be watching the recording on it. I'll be getting sunburned down in Aruba, but I'll be thinking of all you guys. So I'm out there on the beach with a cold drink while I'm out there. I will. Maybe I might clock in on my phone just so you can see the background while I'm down there. I might do that.
To show off you're doing
right.
I'll make sure I have a shirt on though. I don't want to scare anybody away. That no one will come back to the thing on here. So.
Well, have fun,
so I
man.
want to thank everybody for jumping on. Look, here's the thing. A lot of agents are going to take time off now. What we got left? We got 23 days left to the month. This is when you close it out. There's 3 weeks left still out of 52 weeks, right? So you want to get in there and you want to get after it. What have we got? We got 8% of the year left or something like that. But 3 out of 52, I don't know. I went to public education. I can't do math on that. But you want to bust it out because everybody else is taking time off. This is when you want to crank. And it's a great time to connect with clients that you haven't talked to. And it doesn't seem weird or odd that you call them or text them. To use what we learned here with the texting, the reachtheapp.com, right? The Reach app. Use that to get a hold of people. Send them a text. Get out, get in front of them. Say happy holidays to them and wish them a happy new year. And it's a great time to touch people and get ready to kick off spring, because here's what we know about real estate, right? Everything you do today is 90 to 180 days downstream. You're going to get paid in 3 to 6 months from now for what you do today. So let's say you take off 3 months at the end of the year and you don't do anything. You don't send any messages. That means 90 to 180 days from now, you're okay with not getting paid for a 3-week period, because you got to be working now to get paid. And that's how real estate goes. And I think that's what happens to a lot of real estate agents is they forget and they just take time off. And then they're wondering why in spring everybody else is running so much harder than them. It's because the spring starts now, even though it seems crazy. It's getting dark at 4:30 at night or at 4:30 in the afternoon, right? But spring is right now, right? Q2, what you're doing right now is going to affect you in Q2 of 2026. So we got to get in there and get after it. So thanks everybody for taking your time out on a Monday. This thing's recorded. Remember, download the chat. You go up there, get the 3 dots. I'm going to do it right now before I forget. Save chat, and it'll save it to your desktop there for you in a little note on your desktop, so you have all the different websites that we talked about today. So it was a great one by everybody. Thanks for the promotion. Look for your short on our YouTube channel and make sure you share it out there to your social media. It's great third-party documentation when you were like the speaker on a mastermind for a bunch of agents and you were given great information. You'll be seen as the expert in your area and people will love it. So go ahead and use that. Everybody have a great one. We'll see all of you very soon.
Bye, guys.
If somebody can